Welcome back, builders and makers. It's a little bit of a weird day today in Kansas. We're expecting some thunderstorms and tornadoes and all kinds of nasty stuff. I might be out checking that out a little bit later, but I wanted to get this video out. This one is a bit similar to the previous video where we did a landing gear position indicator along with an in-transit. This one is specific to the Beech Baron model. It may not work on other aircraft models depending on how many positions that you have for your flaps. Whether or not it has an in-transit light is kind of irrelevant. In the Beechcraft Baron model, we have 3 positions. One of them is up and there will be no lights on. While it's moving, we get an in-transit light. When it's in approach, we get a blue light that illuminates. And when we're down and we're moving to down, we get in transit again, and then we get an amber light. In this model, the data ref, it gives us 3 values when it's positioned properly. We get 0 when it's up, we get 0.5 when it's at approach, and we get a full 1.0 when it's down. So we can make use of that data ref to indicate the lights. Quickly, here's the code that makes this work. I'm calling this one XPLPro flap status. This will be available in the examples for the XPLPro library. I have 3 pins defined for the LEDs that will be illuminating for the different positions. One is for the flaps being in transition between stops. One is for when the flaps are positioned in the approach mode. The other one is for when the flaps are positioned down. We're only using one data ref. I looked around, I did not see a data ref that works for flaps being in transition, so we'll just have to deduce that when they're not in positions that they're transitioning. Again, we'll set our LED pins for output. We'll set them low to begin, just so they're off. I'm going to go down to the registration. We're only registering this one data ref. Sim Cockpit 2 controls flap handle deploy ratio. This is a float, and it sends us a floating point value between 0 and 1. This will indicate to us the position of the flaps. We need to request updates to that data ref. We don't need them any more than 10 times per second or 100 milliseconds, and I'm asking for a precision of 0.1, which is adequate for this particular aircraft model. I wrote a separate function here just so I didn't have to have this in multiple times. All this does is set the LEDs on. You can specify the 3 LEDs and if you want them on or off, and it writes directly out to the LED for that. The inbound handler, we're watching for the flap deploy data ref to come through, and we're going to test its values. If it's 0, that means the flaps are up, and then we turn all 3 lights off, and then we return so that we don't process any further. If we get a 0.5 on the Baron model, that means that the flaps are positioned at approach. Then we set the LED low for transition, high for flaps at approach, low for flaps down, and then return again. If the flap position is 1, meaning that they're positioned down, then we set transition off, approach off, and flaps down on so that that LED comes on. If none of these apply, then we'll set the transition light on and make sure the other lights are off. So this is the default setting for that. And that's all there is to this one. As always, I hope this has been helpful to you. Please like and subscribe my videos. It encourages me to make more. This sketch will be available in the library, but is also available on our Patreon page and also in our Discord channel. I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.